What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to USD. We'll also be looking at the current coin market cap. I do have two articles to share with you, actually one article to share with you, as well as a very interesting website. Otherwise, we will be looking at this crazy retracement we had within the current crypto space. We've pretty much been calling some sort of major move the past couple of videos, and it's finally happening. I did say in yesterday's video that we were literally right at the time where we're going to see some sort of major injection of volume into the market, and then indicating that in some direction we were trying to push for obviously a bullish breakout to the upside, but unfortunately it broke bearish. I would like to discuss that with you as well. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and let's jump right into today's video. So before we begin today's episode, we do have the current coin market cap pulled up. I want to swing over to the article that pretty much discusses what exactly is going on today. So you can see Bitcoin price takes a directional plunge, trades below $10,000 as we know. So Bitcoin price takes a downward directional stride below 10,000. The steep fall has widely affected the rest of the crypto market, as well as the major coins seem to plunge by a notable number. As we know, when Bitcoin usually swings downwards, the other cryptos usually tend to do the same. So it says it breaks major support around 10, holds around 94, giving new weekly lows. Now it's 93, then became 9,000, and now 9,000 serves as a major support, making room for Bitcoin to fall even further. Bitcoin seems to have been broken by a substantial price this time. It is also mentioned by Peter Schiff in one of his tweets, stating the investment avenue may not serve safe for returning, giving investment refuge. So he said Bitcoin has again failed the safe haven test on Friday as escalating trade tensions sent global stock markets plunging. Investors sought refuge in monetary safe havens. The Japanese yen, Swiss franc, and especially gold all moved higher, yet Bitcoin plunged by more than stocks. So as we know, that dipped as well. You can see right here where exactly they're referring to as we dipped even lower. And we continue to plunge lower and lower as we head down. Bitcoin, with this astonishing fall, has slipped in the solid bear market, but downtrend looks controllable depending on the below tweet. So you can see right here differences in prices. This shows downward motion in the previous year attained price markets thereupon in comparison to this year's plunging figures. But this becomes a matter of concern for the Bitcoin loyalists and whales to know that the current trading price is not supported by any of the short-term moving averages. So that's pretty much it. It's basically a little quick summary of the fact that we did fall lower. We broke through a very critical support, and we're most likely going to dip, further down. So this is SuperOrder.io. I thought I would share it with you. It's a really cool website. As you can see, it's a professional crypto trading platform. SuperOrder is a professional crypto trading platform with a built-in automation allowing to create and run trading strategies using visual interface and helping to win on 24/7 markets. And it says join now for free. Very easy, but I just think it's very simplistic and very minimalistic, and it does help quite a few people that I know who use different websites to help trade crypto. Or if you're a beginner, this is something to maybe consider, using different blocks to build your trading decision, automate trading signals from your favorite group, plus logical operators in here to allow these yada yada yada. They have trading buys and sells hidden from order book, cross exchange. They even have the crypto trading bots, which I thought was quite interesting. You can see they use Binance, Bittrex, and BitMEX, so it's fairly trustworthy, the fact that they're hooked up to these bigger exchanges. So they do talk about crazy strategies that you have, pro charts, and things of that nature. And I did make an account that I wanted to show you. They are on Medium too. So this is pretty much what an account looks like. It's very simple, looks just like TradingView, and it also looks kind of like, I would say, Coinbase Pro a little bit, but you can see right here we do have the charts here. So the great thing is that I believe it's synced up with TradingView. So if you wanted to trade a chart, like, you can literally just enter what you want, and then the chart comes up right here. Let's see if we can switch it. You have tons and tons of different cryptos to choose from. That pulls up a different chart, I believe. There we go. And the cool thing is you can edit all of them on the charts here. The fact that it is linked to TradingView allows you to, draw similar to what I do every day on my charts. It allows you to even graph different chartings too. You can obviously make your lines bigger if you want, and it's pretty awesome that they allow all this synchronized within the platform. Not only that, but you have the different exchanges to choose from, thousands of different coins, or pretty much hundreds of different coins right here, all your matching pairs. They even have rent bots right here, which I thought was pretty interesting. You can choose these different bots. It shows you their win rate ratio over a certain amount of time. I'm assuming they're a different amount of money and stats, but it's something to consider. You can see this is the different bot, what's recommended, how it works, how much it is a month, and how much its reward ratio does, give you. And it shows you all the trades here too. So it's definitely something to consider. I know some people are interested in bots and some people use them more than others. The another cool thing too is that they do have stop, sell, losses, trailing, and limit orders where you can enter whatever prices you wanted to cover yourself if you do decide to fall lower. This may be a website you guys can use and consider when watching trades, and when or a lot of you guys are wondering where to find shorts and where to use stop losses and where to get bots. This is a pretty awesome website I wanted to share with you. Furthermore, jumping into the current coin market cap, you can see that the current coin market cap is 245.3 billion, 24-hour volume is 65.8 billion, and Bitcoin dominance is 69%. So from yesterday, what we know is volume is up. Like I said in yesterday's video, we were going to see an injection of volume, and we did. This is why the current 24-hour volume is much higher than we've seen in the past, because just because volume's entering the market doesn't mean the coin or the price is shooting up or down. It could be in either direction while volume injects itself in. So you can see right here, top 10 cryptos, everything is down, everything is falling, unfortunately. Everything's down almost 10%, almost double digits across the board. Litecoin is one that's down 10%. Binance Coin down 12%. Pretty wild. You can just see the steep major downfall and retracement, which is unfortunate. We were obviously expecting to see a bull run, but this does, amplify the fact that we may actually be in a bull or a bear market much longer than we anticipated. So moving on to the cryptos, to share some interesting news, you can kind of see what has happened compared to the other cryptocurrencies. We were kind of anticipating this, and now you can see what we're referring to. You see we did have this beautiful ascending triangle and a downtrend here on Bitcoin to US dollar, and we just saw that we did manage to break bearish from here, but you can see where we kind of figured out where the breakouts could be. We were able to anticipate and figure where the breakouts happen, and that's the great part about technical analysis. Unfortunately, we broke bearish, and that's why I tell people don't invest in at these corners, as risky as they are. There's a chance you can break down. Once we see that we pulled down, that's when we can start to make different assumptions and figure out when we could buy in and when we could sell off. So now that we're this low, we can assume there's a chance we could potentially fall lower. So it may not be worth the risk of investing into here, because there's really not that many supports. There is one right here though, obviously where our double bottom was before he broke bullish, and you can see we're no longer nearing overbought, so there is or oversold yet, so there is still potential for us to retrace the lower levels. And you can see it's on all the cryptos. Ethereum we knew had a symmetrical triangle forming. We figured that was going to happen. We had a beautiful ascending triangle. You can see right here, support, symmetrical triangle, whatever you want to call it. And right at its peak, which you can see is where the volume kind of got tightened, that's where we experienced a bear run, and we fell to obviously lower levels, nearing newer supports right now. We are testing that oversold line, so this may actually be the lowest this coin goes before seeing retracement back up, but inevitably I do anticipate retracement to the upside. Now in regards to Bitcoin, we did say a dollar cost average. I did buy in at 10,000. We broke it around 10,003. So the fact that I put around 10% in at $10,300, $10,000 means I have more room to dollar cost average. So putting down at levels as low as we are now, down at 94, putting another maybe 15%, if you think about it, that's around 25% of my total investment, which isn't a full investment yet, but if we decide to fall lower, down potentially to 88, that's another opportunity to throw more money in. And then as we head up, we'll pretty much even out and lower our break-even point and make somewhat more profit in anticipation of these bear runs and these bear pulls to lower levels. Now, to look at Litecoin, which is still within its downtrend, you can see there is a big descending wedge that's open, a big descending open wedge, which is pretty much putting a ton of resistance on this market and a ton of support. You can see there's kind of like a support line down here. Oops, did not mean to do that. In regards to this trend, like there's a somewhat short support. But regardless of that, this downtrend is acting crazy strong right now. It did send us into an overbought territory right now. Oversold. We are extremely oversold. I'd be very shocked if we fall lower. And it seems to me like most of the time, I mean, we do have a support to go down to if we continue lower. I would say the lowest we hit is maybe $60, but you can see we are battling this resistance up here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 confirmations of resistance. So it's literally just been pushing this coin into lower and lower levels. So all we need to do is build up enough support to break bullish out of this downtrend, and then we can start to see those higher levels. Lastly, to wrap up today's episode with XRP, once again, this coin is consolidating into one fine point. Obviously, we saw a breakdown, like I said in yesterday's video, that this was a strong resistance, and it looks like it's leaning more towards a breakdown to 24 cents. And as we can see, where we did actually retest 24 cents, this is where I'm calling the bottom for this coin. We are once again oversold, so I'd like to think that we're going to retrace back off here. And now that we're this low, we could really anticipate a major leap up to 35 cents. That could be a very big jump, almost 10 cents per token that you have. But otherwise, guys, that's going to sum up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.